Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. As 2022 comes to a close, I thought this would be a good time to introduce a new segment to the channel. I know many of you have checked out my Unpopular Opinion series, but this new series will be titled Open Discussion. And in this series, I take a look at a group of characters or storyline from a particular movie or TV show. I highlight my observations regarding the particular conflict, and I ask you as the viewing audience a series of questions from a few scenarios with the goal of generating conversation. So the first video was inspired by the Tyler Perry movie Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor. And if you've seen the movie, then you probably already know where I'm going with this. So please, feel free to sit back, buckle up, and prepare to have an open discussion. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, then allow me to give you the abridged version of the movie the only way I know how. The movie tells the story of Judith and Bryce. They are childhood sweethearts who lost their virginity to each other, and they got married. However, somewhere along the way, things in their relationship become stale, and Judith wanted some excitement in her life. Judith then meets a wealthy man named Harley, who she cheats with. Harley teaches Judith a valuable lesson, and this lesson causes Bryce and Judith to divorce. Judith then gets to tell her cautionary tale to other broken couples out there that are experiencing issues. So now that we're all caught up, let me paint two scenarios for the movie for you. For the first scenario, Judith and Bryce had just finished eating a gourmet meal at a fancy restaurant when they walked past a group of guys, and the guys were shown to be highly disrespectful to Judith. This angered Judith, but Bryce decided not to say anything while walking with Judith to the car. Judith expressed her anger and disappointment that Bryce did not defend her honor, while Bryce tried to reason with Judith as to why he didn't play the hero that she wanted. So my question to all of you is this. Ladies, do you expect your man to check a group of men who are disrespecting you in front of everybody? And fellas, would you feel compelled to check a group of guys if they were being disrespectful to your lady? Because I'm coming from this from an unbiased point of view, and I think that the answer to both questions would depend on the mentality of the person answering it. Now, obviously, I am not a woman, but I know a lot of women in my personal life. And in this situation, many women that I know will want their man, especially their husband, to check any and every man that thinks they could disrespect her. Most women that I know value a man that can protect them, and if they have a man that fails to fulfill that protector role, then it's only a matter of time before they either end the relationship or cheat. But on the flip side, in this particular scenario, Bryce was only one man, and the group of guys that he encountered could be in the mood to fight, and they may have some weapons on them. In Bryce's mind, this group could have harmed him and Judith if he tried to step to them. And if Bryce is hurt or dead, then Judith is not only without a husband, but she has nobody to defend her honor. Remember folks, there really is no right or wrong answer to this, but some people will feel differently about the situation. But in the second scenario, Judith's birthday is coming up, and she decides to change her hair and makeup for Bryce. But Bryce not only fails to appreciate Judith's new look, but he forgets to acknowledge her birthday. Later on in the movie, Harley is shown sending Judith flowers and appreciating Judith's new look. This interaction would later kickstart Judith's decision to cheat on Bryce. So my question to everybody is this. Was Judith truly justified in cheating on Bryce? Once again, I have no dog in this fight, and I vow to be objective. On one hand, we all know that cheating is wrong, and even with the shortcomings that Bryce had as a husband, he never cheated on Judith or abused her in any way, and he certainly never made her feel unsafe in the marriage. But on the flip side, Judith was unhappy in her marriage with Bryce, and she tried to communicate what she wanted from Bryce, but Bryce failed to acknowledge his wife's new look as well as her birthday, which are things that even I know never to do in a relationship. Yet, Bryce still felt content in maintaining the status quo for their marriage, and of course, it's easy to suggest that a couple should get divorced before they resort to cheating, but cheating is simply much easier and a cheaper way of temporarily escaping one's marital problems. So those are my questions to all of you out there, and I would definitely like to have your input on these scenarios. Feel free to leave all of your comments below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply to everybody. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.